commended PR and Marketing Person of the Year award by Hotelier Middle East Magazine in 2009. Please give a round of applause for Ms. Yasmine Hidalgo.
Among each other, because this is a PR Asia conference, and I realized that not all of you know each other. So please, may I ask you to introduce yourselves? Just around your table. Get to know each other, because that's the essence of what is this conference all about. Everyone has to know each other. So by the end of the day, you must know about 5 to 10 people from another company. And I'll give you a prize if you can tell at least 10 names that you remember. So anyway, in Sofitel we always say bonjour, so that's hello in French. And since Caroline talked about the power of love, I'll bring you to France because that's the city and capital of love. So anyway, I see a few faces here who I know. So hello everyone. Nice to see all of you. And for all those I don't know yet, please say hi later. So my topic is a very interesting topic because I'm sure you've read about hotels being asked for free stays by many people. And so I would like to share with you our story. Can you start? Okay, so my topic is leveraging influencers and celebrities for luxury hotels. Next. So how do we choose our influencers? So we have a scale, and it's based on the following criteria. So page rank of the blog, social media followers, channel subscribers, and average engagement. So right now, I've talked to my friends from the other luxury brands, and there's actually what they also call KOL, which is key opinion leaders. So right now they said that they don't just choose them based on the numbers, but they choose brand ambassadors for like their online community. So it's really not just dependent on the number, but on the influence of the person. So just to give you a background, Sofitel is part of Accor, one of the top hotel companies in the world today. And the challenge of our industry is how to remain competitive, since there's also the influx of Airbnb and all that. But for example, right now a lot of brands are acquiring other brands. So right now our group also acquired Movenpick. So the strategy, like I'm sharing with you 4 strategies from my own experience. So my first strategy that I want to share with you is collaborating with the right partners and with the right key opinion leaders for high-profile events that define and exemplify your brand pillars. So I just give you our first case studies. It's since Sofitel is more on our French DNA. I would like to show with you an example about how we bring Philippine fashion. So our first case study is about the Chinese New Year. So for several years we have partnered with Albert Andrada and also with Patis Tesoro. So the reason why I asked you to say hello to each other is because PR is all about networking. So I've known Albert in Dubai, and so when he came back to Manila, I partnered with him in order to introduce him. And through the years, we have grown together. So when he dressed Pia Words back, it was a big news, and we were also able to benefit from the association with Albert. So from 2014 to to 2017. We've been presenting different angles of how to present Chinese New Year and also collaborate with designers and also bring in food. So this one was the one I told you that when Pia Wurtzbach won as Miss Universe, then during this year we were able to show the gown of Pia during the presentation. And Albert was able to generate a lot of interviews with CNN, ABS-CBN, GMA at Sofitel. So like we always have a title that has a French name to bring in the French feel. So we also partner with the beauty queens, so usually the models are beauty queens who also post about the event. And people like Tessa Prieto, of course. Okay, and then our next case study, I bring you to Paris. So this is the Paris Fashion Week. So our colleagues from Paris also invite models to stay in their hotels. So this is an example. They invited Lydia Elise Millen, who's from the UK. So you've seen, there are some pictures here of her in the room. And then the other one's Vivienne, who's a model, Chinese model, and they show her here walking out of the hotel. Okay, and then the next strategy is partner with the right local and international lifestyle bloggers. So, okay, first, of course, there was Chris Aquino. So when Spiral reopened, we worked with Chris TV, and this was seen all around the world because of TFC. And then we partnered with Mark Vince. So I was able to get him because, as I said, when you do networking, Awesome Planet, Anton Diaz helped me talk to him. So since he was here for a congress, we were able to get him to stay at Sofitel and also do a vlog about Spiral. So he also worked with other Accor hotels in Bangkok, Japan. So today, this video is over 2 million views, and it was published in 2015. So he's known for this kind of look. So can we show the video? But this one is a collaboration with our other hotels. So this is how they work with Mark. So they asked him to share a story on his experience staying at different hotels of the brand. So for this hotel, this is Sofitel Bangkok. This hotel is a collaboration with Christian Lacroix.
Food stalls just like this one.
I really want to try a good tom yum noodle.
So he moves around and talks about his experience staying in the
Doesn't look like
location.
much from the outside. It's home to a chef worthy of any of the world's best Thai restaurants.
I've ordered a few of my favorites here that I normally get. Starting with the tom yum guy.
So
I like the
this
flavour of
video
the
is
soup.
shown when you stay at the
Chicken,
hotel
stir-fried
and
with
also
red curry,
online.
and some nice wok fried greens with some crispy pork belly. Should we start with the tom yum soup and have a taste of the flavours?
Okay, in case study number 2, we also get unsolicited content. So for example, Mike Chen just happened to be at the Spiral, and that's why I want to emphasize the fact that when you have your own restaurant, you have to make sure that you have trained key spokespeople just in case you get someone like a big blogger like him come to your restaurant. So luckily we we were able to spot him. And so we were able to get one of our friends, restaurant managers, to give him a tour. And this video is already to date over 3.5 million views. So yeah, as I said, it was our friend's Spiral Food and Beverage Manager that gave him a tour, a personal tour. And then the next strategy is to partner with other luxury brands that share your same brand equity. So I just wanted to give you a recent example that we worked with Dior. So they just recently launched their Rouge Dior Ultra Rouge lipstick. So they hosted one of the events at Spiral. So they brought in people like Apple, who's the head of PR of Unilever, and her friends like Lea de Guzman, who's from Globe Telecom, Femela Baranda. Okay, so their friends did an ID stores. I made sure that we did something special for their group. Like I asked the pastry chef to create some special dessert for them. So this is just a special that I did for them. I just found out like a night before. But that's why you have to be really creative and make sure that you have good relations with people from your team who can just execute this last minute. And also I want to emphasize on the fact that you should invite celebrities when they have events. Like this happened to be the birthday of Fem. So we were able to give her a surprise birthday cake. And then after doing some research, we also found out that other hotels work with Dior. So for example, this is Sofitel Melbourne. So they did a collaboration with Dior for the 17 years anniversary. So in commemoration with this, they created special cocktails. And then also our Sofitel Bangkok, an event was held there, and they invited the Korean singer Tiffany Wang, who posted about the event. And then these other luxury brands that we have worked with. So we usually deal with a lot of luxury brands to also leveraging the PR. And then the fourth strategy is to seize opportunities in collaborating with media, with content aligned to your brand. So I'm showing you some events that we have organized together with our different partners. So the recent one is the ANC Leadership Series, which was just held last Monday. So we have partnered with ANC since 2016. So the first event was Sir Richard Branson. And then 2017 was Madeleine Albright. 2018 we had two. Peter Hoover, and this last Monday was Kevin O'Leary. So this kind of events will help us bring in, the people that we need to, the people that decide where they should choose, what kind of location, what kind of hotel. We were able to bring them here thanks to our partners with ANC. And most of all, of course, they always promote us. And case study number 2, we have worked with People Asia since 2016. So actually, we have been working with them since they started. But from 2016, we have been also helping them with their People of the Year. So for the People of the Year, they bring in industry leaders from different sectors. So we have a chance to showcase the hotel and what we can offer. And then we also target celebrities and fashionistas by working with magazines like Mega. So like last year, we did their anniversary gala. So I took the opportunity to also invite some of their guests. So that's Anne Curtis and your favorite actresses, all under one roof at Sofitel. So we generated a lot of posts and also goodwill by working with Mega. So these are the posts. And then just recently, Lifestyle Asia is now, also attracting the millennials. So they just hosted the ball for the millennials. So this is me trying to feel like a millennial. So we were able to attract our new target market by working with Lifestyle Asia for this ball. And then, as I said, the most important thing is you partner with the celebrity when they have a special event or holidays. So for Valentine's Day, we have partnered with Heart Evangelista. Actually, this was 2017 for her birthday and also her wedding anniversary. So we showcased the different activities that she could do at the hotel. So from the spa and then from a special Love by Design. So the good thing about working with Heart is that she's very easy to work with. And basically when you work with celebrities, you have to talk about what you're expecting them to post so that it will be effective for you too. And then this year we worked with Yasmine Curtis and Jeff Ortega, so both of them posted. And of course, for this kind of thing, you have to also know what they like. So for this visit, like we asked our bartender to create some special cocktail for them that they can learn how to make. And then at the last DigiCon, we had CNN's Samuel Burke stay with us. And the good thing about him was that he posted about his day and he also talked about us when he was speaking. And also we had Soma St. John. She also stayed at the hotel and posted about her experience. But this one was unsolicited, so we were just happy that she posted. So just for a summary, I just wanted to share with you our key learnings. So first is collaborate with the right partners and the right key opinion leaders. And they should really reflect your brand standards because you really have to study it. I mean, not only because she's popular that you're going to get her, she has to have a good reputation as well. And number two, you partner with the right local and international lifestyle bloggers. So luckily, I mean, I work with people that I really know because at least, now we work with having contracts, but of course, the best thing is really if you know them personally. Number three, partner with luxury brands that share similar brand equity. So, as I've said, I've given a few examples of brands we have worked with, and it really helps us to also, boost our standing and reputation when we work with similar brands. And number four, seize opportunities and collaborating with media whose content is aligned with your brand. So I've shown you a few examples of who we've worked with through the years and how they have also helped us in achieving our objectives. And then number five, you partner with a celebrity for a special event, and of course holidays. Well, because since for a hotel, it's easier to work when there are events to celebrate. But this is the way it works for our industry. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Yasmine. We have a couple of questions that we will show on screen. Please text in your questions, delegates. All right. Yasmine, what's the communication pull-through you're trying to send across through your chosen influencers?
Well, for us, I'm sure the other hotel PRs who are here right now will agree that we deal with influencers and celebrities, they also they can tell their own story of their experience in staying at a hotel. So it's that's why we choose the people that have interesting personalities and backgrounds. So it's really their own story and their experience of hotel.
All right. We have another one, Yasmine. Impressive network you got. I understand luxury holds tons of budget for PR and marketing. Do you have any tips for brands that have quite limited funds? How do you tap big scale influencers?
Well, that's a good question because as I've said in the beginning, that's why you need to network. So the people that I have chosen are people that I know through other people. So for example, we were able to get Mark Leeds because of Anton Diaz. So I asked Anton to help me, and then for example, Hart, I've known her when she was just starting out ABS-CBN, and then Yasmine because we have the same hair and makeup artist. So it's really through other people. We do not necessarily, because we do not really pay for working with celebrities and influencers. So it's through working with other people and through your network. So you don't need to have big budgets to work with celebrities. You just need to know the right people who know them.
Exactly. All right, let's see the next one. How do you allocate your PR budget between traditional media and digital media?
For us, it's very important to have the mix of all. So I'm heavy still on TV, print, and not only just on digital media because for luxury market, not everybody really is on online and TV. It's like when the young people ask their moms to book their hotel or pay for their hotel bill. So we have to know that we have to also know how to communicate with their moms, with their lola, and also not just with the millennials. So that's why we need to have a mix of all. And we have a separate e-commerce team that handles the digital side. So I'm hands-on when it comes to all the PR. But I do all of that. As you can see, from ABS-CBN, CNN, ANC, to still all the printed media. So I'm still a believer in printed media.
Traditional it is. Yasmine, we still have another question for you. How can you value your free mileage in Sofitel and turn into ROI?
Well, for us, it's quite easy because, some people would show, for example, a picture of what Hart posted and said, I would like to book that, what you did for Hart, like that Love by Design. They show the picture or they'll say that, hey, so-and-so, I heard so-and-so state, let's say, state leader stayed there, So because of the fact that we had celebrities and then heads of state stay at the hotel, and they also help us to get the trust of other companies and other groups to actually get the business. So this kind of endorsement help us get the business and help us gain that reputation. So like imagine like before the heads of state stay in another hotel, and then lately you've heard that most of them are staying at Sofitel. So I can say that PR really helped boost that.
PR really helped for sure. Yasmine, for our last question. Given that you work with a lot of big brands for collabs, how do you ensure that your brand message does not get diluted or drowned out by other brands?
Well, for the collaborations, the fact that they show that they're on Sofitel and that it's a spiral. That's really a big thing for us. So for us, just the fact alone that they are at Sofitel does not drown the message.
As long as it's in Sofitel, right?
Yes.
All right, everybody. I know, so Yasmine, we have a lot of questions, but we have cut this. But thank you for that session, and to all our delegates, thank you for all our questions. Please approach Yasmine, and before.